touching my chair is like touching me. Because I just want to go to bed, but I'm so angry because I've never in my life been treated so disgustingly. I mean, I've been to venues, like I said, that's the toilets or the storage room, disabled toilets. The lady at the swimming bath felt terrible that the toilets didn't work in their changing rooms, but there is other disabled toilets in that building. You know, just because that toilet doesn't work doesn't mean I can't use all the toilets. So there is other toilets. It just means I can't use that one, which is what I would need to do for the swimming. But that toilet was broken. The toilet today, when I finally got the manager who was pissed off that I couldn't walk, took me down the back rank and said, "You will need your gentleman friend." It's a good job I wasn't on a date. Not that I date. But you know, if you were with somebody and you wanted to keep your dignity, that's not a place to go. So after going down their mum-made brick ramp, you go through and outside to another building that's part of it, but it's like another door to it. It's like a labyrinth kind of. And there was huge steps. We're not talking one or two, we're talking 3 or 4 huge steps. And again, the manager asked, could I not do the steps? I'm gonna have to think about this one. Can I not just do the steps? No, Felicia, I fucking can't. Because the fake leg I have on, actually I can't walk in. That is just to keep you 2-legged people happy and not staring at my stump, okay? So instead of having people stare at me like, oh look, that's the girl with one leg, people just look and go, oh, she's in a wheelchair, which people still stare, but just not as bad. That's all. This is for show. So they bring out a carpenter's version of a ramp, which I don't know who paid for that, but anyway, the disabled toilets are inside a building that you cannot access. I don't understand. So she then asked my friend to follow her, quite rudely as well, not even polite, quite rudely asked my friend to follow her so that he could help carry the stairs, because the ramp, because it's quite big and heavy. I'm expecting a metal, proper, probably like portable ramp, you know, like the actual regulated ramps that are portable, the metal reinforced stable structure, and out comes probably a piece of MDF that someone's just kind of put a few other bits on it and called it a ramp. I was petrified. So no longer now am I thinking about pissing myself. My fear is not pissing myself anymore, which is great, thanks for that. But my biggest fucking fear right now is now I'm going to fall out of my wheelchair. Then probably piss myself on top. You know, well, let's just do everything the way I normally do and fucking do it so that everyone else can laugh. And, you know, dignity we still want dignity, no matter who you are. You could be 80 years old, you want dignity. We scream and shout and we do things for human rights and, you know, don't treat the elderly undignified because they're older. You know, they fought in the war for us, and rightly so. But to be treated I can only explain that tonight I've been treated like I'm a piece of shit on this woman's shoe. So my friend and the bar lady, who happened to actually be a TA, she used to be an occupational therapist, so she was lovely, and she was lovely. They helped me up the ramp into the toilet, the disabled toilet that then she had to go and find light switches for, because they weren't in the toilet. Then there was no toilet paper. The bar that's next to the toilet, which is why they can call it a disabled toilet now, didn't come down anyway. There was no toilet paper on the roll. There was some next to the toilet bit, but quite, just shoved in a packet. There was towels everywhere. There was toilet paper used in a bowl. I don't know what for. I'm presuming cleaning. There was a shitty little bin. And then towels, just towels everywhere on the radiators, and obviously hanging out to dry. My friend had to move quite a few towels for the wheelchair to be able to get in for me to use the toilet. I use the toilet, I come out, the manager's gone. It's, my friend used the toilet, and as we came out of the toilet, like as the heathen came out of the toilet, I was waiting outside. And the bar lady came back, and I was so grateful she did, because I really didn't know how we were going to get down. And I explained that ramp is not regulations, and that is fucking scary. And even she said, you really did look like you were about to fall out. Maybe we don't use the ramp on the way down, and we'll carry you down the steps. So, I mean, she looked small, and I didn't know she was strong enough to take my weight, because I'm not a thin girl anymore. Anyway, they got me down, I actually screamed. When you're going down and you feel like you are falling and nothing's there to catch you and you really are going to damage yourself. I'm trying to save my left leg as it is. I don't need any more damage to my body right now. I have been stitched left, right and centre from falling out of this fucking shitty chair. The last thing I need now is to fall down some seriously steep concrete steps. And the manager don't care, she's gone. So, anyway, as we're going down, we go down backwards, and I'm falling. I can feel myself falling. So I grabbed the rail, and I was like, I actually screamed. I screamed like a fucking silly little twat that no doubt lots of people that was outside having a cigarette then turned around and saw and probably thought, oh, bless her, she's allowed out tonight, oh, look at her. Or the whole, oh, you're such an inspiration for breathing, oh my god, that's so hard. Places like that make it hard. Places like that make my life hard. And not just because it's a mission, because the ramps aren't right, the toilets aren't right. You've advertised it as it is right. Give me some pre-warning that you may actually need a hand. It's accessible, but you probably need a carer or somebody strong enough to help you with your chair, because even a fucking Paralympian is not getting up that ramp. Getting down maybe if they've got a ski thing, but getting up that ramp, that's mission fucking impossible. I'd have gone better up on my knees. And I did think about that. But I'm also wary of, I don't want to hurt myself any more than I'm already hurting. And more than anything was my pride. My pride at this point was on the floor, and I had tears in my eyes. But we'd gone to see Dominic Holland, who's Tom Holland's dad, Spider-Man's dad. That's not why I went to see Spider-Man's dad, but it was him anyway. He was the main act. The others were great. The time that, the jokes were great. The comedians were phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie. I do play with my hair when I'm fidgety and wound up. I'm really sorry. Anyway, at the end of the night, she then put her hand on me and leant in and whispered in my ear, we're just going to move you out the way and let everyone out past first. Just going to let everyone else out, shall we? And I can feel my wheelchair moving backwards. And I'm not moving them. One, the brakes are on, but we all know they don't work. But I'm not moving this chair. Touching my chair is like touching me. Like that kind of felt like assault. Touching my chair is touching me personally. This is an extension of me. And taking my handles and pulling me out the way, pulling my chair out the way, when you were happy to push me down the fucking ramp and out the way to let everyone come past from the bar, you were happy for me to be the first one outside for the break so that everybody else can get past or not see me. I don't know what you were trying to hide me, but all of a sudden now I've got to wait. You want me to wait till the end, until the building is clear, and then go. Fuck no. Not gonna happen. I paid as much money, well, actually my friend paid, but we paid as much money as everybody else and got treated like shit for that. Next time I want to pay £13 to be treated like shit, I will go and see someone else. So I'm not going to be going there again. And I suggest kind of, before going, ring the manager and check the place out, because seriously, big no-no. I might leave the name and place in the comments, but I'm not going to say them. I'm not going to say it right now. I'm not too sure whether she actually should be. You know, I feel like obviously naming and shaming. Obviously I do. I really do. Because other disabled people need to know about that place and what the manager's like. But I also feel like, being a good journalist, I will write and wait for their response and see what they say about the evening, and if they will be making changes to the venue, or at least explaining to people in a wheelchair it's not that accessible. And then if nothing is changed or I don't get a response, then I'll probably add the name of the place later, or do a name and shame video later, or what their response was. I don't know. I just I had an amazing night with the comedians, but I felt like a worthless piece of shit because of a few odd few in the crowd and the manager and the way I was treated by her and how the venue is. And I pray and hope that nobody else ever goes through that.